Setbacks are always going to be a thing that are going to happen, regardless of what walk of life you're in, whether you're in a 9 to 5, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're in school. There's two things that are going to be guaranteed, and that is you are going to do well and you're going to get set back. That is always going to happen in everything you do. So it's about how you deal with that, not just how you deal with setbacks, to be honest, but how you deal with the wins. Me personally, I know this year, I've had the best year of my life so far. Me, I know for a fact that the wins I took this year are the greatest wins I've ever taken. Had the best time of my life, but I didn't deal with the wins as I should have. It is how you deal with the wins as well, because me personally, I probably wouldn't have been set back as much, well definitely as not, if I dealt with the wins that I got in life a little bit better, I would not have had as big of a setback as I did. So it swings and roundabouts with them both. You need to be able to handle both. Setbacks are always going to happen. You literally need to just brute force your way through them. You can't really just dwell on it. You can't think oh, why me? Yes, you are going to get them days. You are going to have shit days. You're going to be like, why? It's going to feel like a personal attack from the universe. You're going to get them days. Everyone has them. But just never let it be longer than a day or a couple hours or a couple days at most. You have to brute force your way through, because realistically, as Alex and Lucy as it is, but your goals don't have feelings. There's always going to be someone who's been in a worse position than you, had worse setbacks and done better from them. There's always going to be that. So you've got to have that in the back of your mind. Someone else would have had a bigger setback and have wanted it more and have done more from that setback than me. You have to keep that in your mind. You have to push through. You have to literally be so delusional that you're I am chosen. This setback, honestly, this is how I think. The big setbacks I've had, this is how I've got through them. Yes, I had a good time. Yes, I had a good year. Yes, I had the best year of my life. Yes, I made the most money. But for me, it's just, that is my story. No two stories are the same. My story is I've been set back in this way and then I've got to climb back up the ranks from it. And that is my story and I'm here for it, bro. That's what you've got to think. This is my story. No one else can live it for me. I have to go through everything. For me, I always just think if I carried on the way I was going at the start of the year, just carried on climbing, I probably wouldn't have deserved it as much. It would have been such an easy ride. Who wants a fucking easy ride? Who wants an easy story? You need to earn it. You need to be put through your paces. And that's what I'm being put through. And for me, it was never a thing of oh, why is this happening to me? It was right, this is happening to me. That's sweet, let's run it. And then you got to yes, you can have shit days. I probably had a week where I was feeling shit, I was sleeping in, all this bollocks. But really, I just used that week to reevaluate and now plan out how I'm going to graft my way back up to be in a way better position than I've ever been and maintain that. And I know exactly how I'm going to do that now. So that is how I've learned from not dealing with my wins well, to then being set back more than I should have, to then dealing with my setbacks perfectly. Obviously, I've had days where I've lazed about, I haven't done as much as I should, but that's why I'm really grafting at the moment. I've got that plan, I've got that vision, I've got exactly what I want to do and how I'm going to get there. I never really had, I know what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was going to get there, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. There was a bunch of things that I wanted to do end goal wise, whereas now it's I've got a clear plan of where I want to be, how I'm going to get there, what I'm going to do to get there, roughly how much work and how long it's going to get me to get there as well, with a bit more of a reasonable time horizon. Because when I first came into the socials game, especially and trading, it's the thing of everyone thinks it's going to happen way quicker. I thought the socials was way easier than it is. So it's little things I have to reset expectations and then go again. But you can't dwell on your setbacks. That is the main thing. If you just got to affirm that every setback you get, this is just my personal challenge. I know Berg loves that. This is just your unique challenge, and it really is. You have to push through it, no matter how hard it is. And it always just loops back to just working hard. I promise you. I know for a fact the best I've ever felt is the cleanest I've eaten. The strongest I've been is the most consistent I've been to the gym. The best trading I've done is when I'm most locked in, not sleeping in late, being up for the charts, being present on the charts. The best I've done at socials is when I've posted consistently and actually been happy with what I'm posting, thinking about what I'm posting. So it all loops back to just working harder. Any setback you're having, whether it's personal life, business, whatever, it can probably be fixed by just going harder. It might not mean going harder work-wise. It might just be right, I've had this shit thing happen. I'm gonna actually go harder at gym and just getting these releases out, just getting something to put my energy into, which isn't just work, stuff like that. So I really think you need to if you're having setbacks right now, if you're someone who's trading, you're in a bad period, your business isn't going as well as you want it to, boys, that is literally just your story. If every story was the same, if you're seeing someone who's put in less work and is getting better results than you right now. That's their story, bro. Like, their story's gonna be a little bit more boring than yours. Like, I know this. I would have had a boring story if I just made it the way I did, the way that I thought I was going to. But it's harder. It's harder. But it's what's building me. It's what's making me the person I am gonna be when I get there again. I'm gonna get there a way better person than when I got there last time. And that is just one of them things that you have to just learn to kind of deal with. Setbacks are always gonna be there. They're gonna be. Trust me, when you get like bigger and when you get to them small goals you're getting, like whether it's like 10k months, whether it's payouts, whether it's bit like gym goals, you're always going to get more setbacks. Like, I remember the day I hit my PB bench, I pulled my chest, I pulled my shoulder, so then I couldn't really hit gym properly for months and then really regressed. Little things like that could be any walk of life. You're always going to get it. You just got to push through. But that was just a little thing from me today, because I want to do YouTube daily, so I'm going to do like on the chart vids. So like, this will be out the day after. I just filmed a back testing video, like back testing my strategy, so that will be out yesterday from this vid, but for me that will be out tomorrow, and then this will be out the day after, because I'm being consistent with YouTube. So I want to have these little chats of just things that have been in my head. Like today, that was in my head, just speaking to some people about setbacks, and so I just thought, like, that's how I deal with my setback. Maybe sharing it will help someone who's going through their setbacks right now. But yeah, let's get it, boys. New vlogs coming soon. Well, I don't know how soon, but I want them to be soon. You'll see them.